Hello, Geminis. Welcome to your second quarter reading. So this is for April, May, and June. It's for all Geminis, Sun, Moon, Rising, cross-watching. Please check other areas of your chart if you need further clarification. Also, I will attach the yearly reading, which has a breakout month by month, if you want to look at that. So we're going to have a pretty significant reading here. It's going to be kind of long. A new romantic cycle begins is your card for April. I have pre-shuffled oracle cards that we're going to do 6 rows and then lots of tarot. The masculine, card number 442. So the 4th, the 2nd, the 6th of May might be important. And I will say the 2nd of May has come up quite a bit in this reading, so that's interesting. I got to make a note and see what happens on the 2nd of May. Wonders. So you guys are the second to last reading. All of these readings have been, and that's for June, have been about releasing, letting go, moving on. So your general energy, you have card number 17. So the 17th might be important, the 8th, the 1st, the 7th. You have the fates. And that says that things are moving and turning in your favor. Under what's good, you've got embrace the flow of life. Look at that full moon in Gemini. Beautiful. I love when people come out in their own reading, Geminis. And your angel message is the 8 of Pentacles. What you're focusing on and working towards is going to really propel you forward here. So I'm going to shuffle up these tarot cards. I'm going to put all the cards on the table, and then we're going to get deeper into the message for each one. So we've got for April, oh wow, beautiful. A new romantic cycle begins, and then the Ace of Cups. Yes, if you want romance or love, great omen for that in April, just right off the bat. You've got the 3 of Wands and the 4 of Swords. In May, you have the 2 of Swords, beautiful 10 of Pentacles, and the Magician. Okay, really new beginnings right here in this next third quarter. You've got the Devil card. That is a card of Capricorn. In June, you've got the 6 of Swords, moving away from the things that don't work for you, and the 9 of Wands. In your general energies, you have the King of Swords. That's you, Geminis. The swords relate to air signs, which you are. Page of Cups, the Strength card, a card of Leo. Under what's good, you've got the 4 of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the 7 of Swords. And your angel messages, you've got the Knight of Wands, the High Priestess, and the Knight of Swords. Bottom of the deck, what's going on? What lies beneath the surface here? We've got the Tower, big ending. We've got the Hierophant, a leveling up, and the Knight of Cups. So the Hierophant relates to a Taurus. You've got Leo, and that's it. Oh, and Capricorn here in your reading. So if you, if you need some people, could be some people possibly, or just people who share those traits. So what lies below here is the Tower. The Tower can't stand. Things need to fall away. Things need to go away. When I see that new romantic cycle beginning, I will say for some of you, it will be like romance, love, but it could be pursuing something that you really feel strongly in your heart to do. The Tower can't stand. So this is about releasing and letting go of the things that didn't work out, the things that you've been hanging on to, so that you can move on. Again, this message of release, let go, let's move on. I'm not an astrologer, but there's a lot of planetary action here and coming up in this next quarter. So please go ahead and check out your favorite astrologer. See how that applies to you, Geminis. Also, check other areas of your chart if you want further clarification, because the messages are so similar. You could get a little bit more insight by watching, if this is your sun sign, by watching your moon or your rising sign. The Hierophant is, as I said, the card of Taurus. It's about leveling up. There's 3 levels of his crown, and it's mastery. You also have, do you have the 8 of Pentacles here? Yes, you have the 8 of Pentacles there in your angel message, and that is about, maybe skill building, mastering something. Some of you might be graduating or getting a certification. The Hierophant can be leveling up spiritually, so you might be having some epiphanies. You have the 4 of Swords somewhere here on this table, and that's about, meditating, going into nature, self-care, nurturing, that sort of thing. So the Hierophant can be a mentor or someone who's helping you, but it can be you leveling up in your spirituality or mastering something in your life. It's a general reading. I'm going to try and give as many examples as I can so that you can understand how it could apply to you. The Knight of Cups is, it's an offer of love generally. It's like the knight in shining armor. So with the new romantic cycle again, and the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Cups, you may very well be moving into a new loving relationship or leveling up in the relationship you're in. The Knight of Cups can also, as I said, be you pursuing something with your heart. And the cups relate to water signs, so Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. So in April, we'll start at the beginning. The new romantic cycle begins, a new moon in Libra. I'm wondering when the new moon in Libra is going to be. I think the new moon in Libra is in September or something. So it could be some kind of a timing. But that says that, you know, and with the Libra, you're feeling balanced. You're feeling more secure in love or anything to do with your heart. Your cup runs over. This is a new opportunity to pursue something with your heart or to have a new loving relationship with the Ace of Cups. Certainly feeling really good in April. You've the Three of Wands. It's expansion and growth. So if you are in a relationship, you might be moving in together. You might be getting married, that sort of thing. But he's waiting for his ships to come in, but he's done all the work here. So if this relates to your job, if your job is your passion and your love, this would say that your expansion and growth is coming in that job. There could be opportunities from somewhere else. When I see this, could be like international opportunities somewhere in another place that's across the water from you. I'm even thinking if you're in the United States and you live near the Great Lakes, right? It could be in a neighboring state or something, just something about across the water for some reason, or an opportunity on or near the water for some of you. That's very clear to me. So Four of Swords, he's receiving blessings. There's blessings in this card. The Four of Swords has come out in practically every video. You're the second to last one that I'm doing. And it's about self-care. It's about meditation. It's about going within. And self-care is different for all of us. For some of you, you know, you might want to read a book. For others of you, you want to go to the spa and just pamper yourself all day. Whatever it means to you, Geminis, you're going to realize in April you need to take time for yourself, your hard work. You've been working hard towards something. You're letting things go. And part of letting those things go, I think, is just focusing a little more on yourself and what you need. Not in a selfish way, but in a caring, loving way. Loving yourself, actually, with that Ace of Cups. That's for somebody. There's a message here for somebody, which is take time to love yourself. Okay, because you're worth it. So you've got card number 42, the Masculine, in May. This card has come out several times in May, and the number 2 for May has come out a lot. So the 2nd of May might be important. The Masculine card is about really taking control of something. It doesn't mean that you're dominating. It doesn't mean that you're controlling others. It means that you're taking control. The masculine energy is not that of just allowing. It's taking action in May. And, you know, the Two of Swords is about making decisions. You have to take a blindfold off. Those are the swords of truth. It's a double-edged sword. And you have to cut some things away out of your life, I believe, Geminis, so that you can feel this excitement and love and passion that's coming in. And as I said, it might be about business, right? Because the Ten of Pentacles is a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. It's also a happily ever after card. So those of you who want love, it's certainly available to you. You might be meeting your soulmate in this time period, or you might be leveling up, as I said, moving in together. But the Ten of Pentacles is about having more than enough financial abundance. It's also about having stability emotionally, because the Pentacles, even though they relate to the financial, the material world, they can relate to you having real steady and secure feelings. So you've got the Magician here, card number 1, and this is about manifesting what you want. He's got his magic wand, and it's got this infinity symbol over his head. You also have that infinity symbol here with the strength card. And there's 4 infinity symbols in the tarot. There's 78 cards. So what's the chances of getting them? Now you've got 2 in one reading. It means there's infinite possibilities. And also the High Priestess here, I'm just noticing, she has no roof over her head. She also has infinite possibilities. So I'm going to say, Geminis, in this next 3-month period, there are going to be a lot of opportunities coming in that you've been wanting. You need to make sure you're tapping into your intuition with the High Priestess. Make sure that you're strong, secure, and this is masculine energy. The Strength card is about being strong and determined and knowing that you can do something, having the confidence. And the Magician says these are the things that you've been working towards. They're coming to you now in May. So whatever it is you've been focused on, the Tower says the things you've been wanting to let go, you have to let go of what needs to go. You've got the Tower and the 2 of Swords and the Devil card. So those are all cards of, you know what, don't hang on to what you don't need, because those things could drag you down. Can be people, can be toxic friendships, relationships, codependent relationships, habits, addictions, self-sabotaging thoughts. So the Wonders card in June, this says that there's more to things than meets the eye. Underneath the surface, there's, it looks like it's just this little gem. It's this huge gem, huge opportunities here for you. Infinite possibilities. Again, that is definitely a very strong message I'm getting for you, Geminis, that the things that you want can be bigger than you ever imagined. Just make sure you're focusing with those 8 of Pentacles cards, with the 8 of Pentacles and the Hierophant, that you're focusing on what it is you want. So that brings us to the Devil. We already went over this. Self-sabotaging thoughts, let them go. Toxic relationships, let them go. Habits that you don't need, let them go. And this could be overindulging in any area, okay? For some people, honestly, you can exercise too much. I know, it's not me, but you can. You can overeat. You can overdrink. You can, do things that just stay up too late. Anything that's taking, and some of you, you might be addicted to your phone, and I just see you not sleeping at night, right? So the Devil says you've got to change any habits that are holding you back. And we were at 1, 2, 3, 4 when that was coming out. So that's a good sign for you. 6 of Swords. So the 6 of Swords is about leaving behind with that Devil energy. So I feel like June is going to be a big month of you actually. I think you're going to realize what needs to go, or you already know. Geminis, let's be honest. And then by June, you're going to be taking action to do those things. She's got someone with her, so there's always someone to help you, right? Ask for help if you need it. That's been another theme of these messages. But the 6 of Swords is moving out of this choppy waters into smooth, peaceful waters, moving into this meditation, relaxation, leaving behind those things that are upsetting to you. So that's June. And then in June, you got the 9 of Wands. And this is a card of hard work, just like the 8 of Pentacles. And it's a card of, you know what, your hard work is going to pay off. Keep doing what you need to do because it's going to pay off. Even if, it's hard to release things. It's hard to let things go. It's very easy for me to stand here and say, oh, go ahead and just let that go. But you know what? It's hard to do it. And the 9 of Wands says, keep paying attention to the things that you need to do to propel you forward. Because you being responsible, taking care of what needs to be taken care of is going to come back and it's going to benefit you in the long run. So beautiful. The general energies, you guys are the only ones who got this card. Card number 17. The 17th might be important. Or the 8th, or the 1st, or the 7th. The Fates. This says that things really are moving and turning in your favor. If you want love, there's love available to you. If you want a new financial opportunity, I would say that it's going to be offered to you. Or you might have to run out and get it. A lot of the times when we don't take action, we wonder why things don't happen. It's because we didn't do anything differently. So this is definitely going to be a time period of having to do things differently. Also, as I said, with the astrology, things are going to be changing energetically around us. So there could be opportunities that come available that weren't available before. The King of Swords, Gemini, as I said, this is you, right? I mean, the swords relate to air signs. The King of Swords is someone who is, he doesn't let his emotions cloud his thoughts. The King of Swords is very logical. It can be a lawyer or a judge or a surgeon or someone who's just really tops in their field. So it could be someone who's a mentor to you, or it could be you. As I said, you have that Hierophant, you've got the Eight of Pentacles, leveling up in your field, in your specialty, whatever that may be. Your specialty might be deciphering dreams. That's fine. It doesn't have to be a job. But this King of Swords, he is very clear-minded about what he wants and able to communicate clearly as well. So that's going to be important for you in your general energy. The Page of Cups comes before you've got the Knight of Cups over there. And this is about infinite possibilities. Whatever he's imagining is popping out of that cup. So it's about, paying attention to your signs, your synchronicities, your heart's desires, and going after them. And we went over the Strength card. It is a card of Leo, but it's a card of being strong and determined with infinite possibilities. So what's good? Embrace the flow of life. Let things fall away that need to fall away. Let things come in that need to come in. That's pretty basic. And you've got the Four of Cups here. This is about having choices, options, but not really knowing what to do. And I feel like, this isn't the traditional meaning of the cards. A lot of the cards mean something for me, and I get messages on them when they're in a specific reading. In the context of this reading, I feel like take your time, okay? Take your time when making choices. Don't rush in. But allow things to go away that need to go away. Don't pursue things that are leaving you. Don't chase after someone who wants to go away. Let them go, because there's more opportunities here for things to come in. That's a message for someone here. You're really hung up on someone. You need to let them go. The Queen of Pentacles, under what's good is, what's good, the Queen of Pentacles has lots of money. She's very nurturing and loving, and she's able to handle anything. So she's emotionally secure, she's financially secure. So embracing the flow of life, letting the things that go away that need to go away, letting the things come in that need to come in, is going to bring you more balance, more security. The Seven of Swords can be a sneaky energy. And I don't get a feeling in this. Some of you may have been lied to or cheated on, and that's what that Tower is with a new romantic cycle. You need to let that relationship go. So that certainly could be a message for some of you. But the Seven of Swords is also about keeping things to yourself. And I don't mean in a negative way. There could be opportunities that are coming in that you're not sharing with everybody. You're keeping them to yourself. Seven of Swords is about acting strategically. And when I see the Four of Cups, you might be contemplating like your next move, and you're not really sharing with other people what you're doing, which is perfectly fine. You're going to choose what's best for you. And then under your angel messages, as I said, you have the Eight of Pentacles. And this card says, take great pride in your excellent work. Practice makes perfect. Consider getting additional education or training, which we went over that already. And then you have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands under your angel messages says, take action. Pursue what feels exciting and what you're passionate about. Okay? And the Knight of Wands, again, could be another person, could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. High Priestess, we went over this, unlimited possibilities, but she is highly, highly, highly intuitive. When you are meditating, pay attention to your intuitive messages. Write down your dreams, synchronicities, signs, animal signs, number signs, music. All those things are important. And how do you know something's a sign? When you're talking about something, and I'll give you the perfect example for me. Yesterday I was on a walk. I was talking to someone about something, and a hawk came and circled my head and was screaming at me. Now, that to me is a sign that I'm on the right path, okay? The Knight of Swords. It's another sword. You have the King of Swords. That also can be a lawyer, judge, that sort of thing. Knight of Swords can be as well. But, you have two knights here in the angel messages, and that says make sure you're clear about what you're doing and make sure you're passionate about what you're doing. So, Geminis, I am going to pick a card. So if you have a question I haven't answered, go ahead and ask your question. We're going to do a pick a card reading, and I'm going to also use these cards to clarify a little further what's on the table. So you have card number 1, card number 2, and card number 3. So, card number 1, Geminis. Haha, the devil. So this is the devil twice in this reading. What does this mean? When you get a card 2 times, it means really pay attention to this message. Release what you don't need. Take care of yourself. Okay? That's what I'm getting. Is the devil a yes card? I'm going to say it's a no card. Okay? But if it's should I leave someone behind? It's a yes card. Also a card of Capricorn. So if you are hung up on a Capricorn, you know what? They may be involved. The second card is the Hermit. It's a yes card. It's a card of Virgo. And the Hermit is about seeking wisdom. You have the Hierophant, also a card of wisdom and higher learning. So the Hermit says, make sure that you're checking all the corners. Make sure you're shining your inner light. Refer to someone who knows better if you need a mentor or someone. I really feel for some of you, there's another person who's helping you, guide you. And they could be very intuitive with the High Priestess. The 9 of Wands. You have this card twice as well. This card is a yes card, but it says, you know what? It might take a little longer. Keep doing what you're doing, though. Keep doing what you're doing to get the results that you want. So, Geminis, that's what I have for you for your second quarter reading. Thank you so much for watching, subscribing, commenting. Again, I have a yearly reading I'll attach, and that's broken out with timestamps for each month. Check other areas of your chart if you need further clarification. Thank you, and have a great second quarter.